Welcome back, friends, strangers, and enemies. As you can see, we finally got around to Alone in the Dark. Took some tinkering with, tried to find a new program that I could use for recording to make the audio a bit more clear, and for whatever reason, this game was incompatible with Fraps, which was the software that I've been using up until this point with Alice and Siftheads, and that's pretty much it up until this point. But, yeah, this is a game that was inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and, may have indirectly inspired the Resident Evil games as well. Could be considered the pioneer for the survival horror genre. Enough said, let's get into this. I can either choose one of two characters, and gotta go with Edward Carnby here. He's the actual protagonist of the overall series.
On my door, a dull brass plate says Private Detective. The few friends I have call me Carnby. The others call me the Reptile. I don't care to think what my banker calls me. These days, I leave my letters unopened. Bills and threats to send in the receivers just ruin my day.
I'm sorry if you're picking up any of the background noise there. I'm actually sitting in a recliner, had to stretch out a little bit.
When an antique dealer called Gloria Allen contacted me, I slipped into my best shirt, holstered my .38, and got to her shop as fast as I could. I was expecting something sordid. Blackmail, probably.
And that's leftover Christmas candy that you just heard.
Boy, was I wrong. What I was asked to do was visit a property called Derceto and find a piano in the loft. It was an old piano with secret drawers. The kind people who buy stuff in antique stores go crazy over. The Derceto house is supposed to be piled high with classy junk. Furniture, books, paintings. It looked like whoever owned Derceto was about to get cleaned out. I was going to bring up the subject of money when Gloria Allen handed me $150 and the key. I kept myself from grinning at the thought of my banker's surprise. He doesn't like his victims getting away. I looked over a copy of the police report. The former owner of Derceto, a guy called J. Hartwood, had hanged himself in the loft. The coroner concluded it was a clear-cut case of suicide. I promised Gloria Allen I'd give the place a look over. My report will be ready in a couple of days. I've been reading up on the history of the old house. It's the kind of place ghosts run away from in terror. Grisly murders, curses, lunacy. Luckily, devil worship makes me smile, so this is my idea of a paid vacation.
And here we go. I also gotta apologize for the consistent throat clearing. I've had this issue for the longest time. I'm thinking about having a minor surgery to clear it up. Honestly, don't know what it is. longest cutscene ever. That probably isn't the longest one ever, but so this is kind of a drag. I think you'd get more out of it if you actually move the character up there yourself. Wonder if they'll do that in the remake. Which, there is a remake of this game coming out for those of you who don't know. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna not go over there because that's not where we need to go. Run over here to this dresser and push in front of the window. And then we're going to do the same thing with this chest here. I'm going to put it over the trapdoor because otherwise a couple monsters will come out of each respective location and start to attack you. Yeah, like that. There we go. And there we go with that. Now that's taken care of, we can investigate the piano and we'll get a note here that we can read. They're coming.
Coming!
Oh,
I have freed hellish forces, and now the price must be paid. Derceto is the prey of evil. The sun has set. They will find my body, but will not have my soul. I can imagine the master's fury and the terror in the hearts of his slaves. I hear their footsteps. Some may understand what I have done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
I forgot that that was all voiced there. The other times that I've played this game, I don't think they actually had voice acting to it. Unless I'm remembering it wrong. I've played this game a couple of times, but it's been a while. There we go. Yep. There we go. I think there's supposed to be one more item that you can get over here. No? Maybe in the cabinet. Nope. I guess that's it then. Alright. Filled up the lantern. And whatever you do, do not cross that way. The floorboards are cracked, you'll just plummet right into a game over. Now we're gonna save this real quick. Channel gameplay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we got our first zombie. Which is kind of weird for an H.P. Lovecraft game. I don't remember there being any zombies in his stories. But he did have one book, the what was it called? The Case of Charles Dexter Ward, which centered around a vampire. Oh, that reminds me of another game that I have I can probably play on the channel. I'm not completely blind to it, because I played a little bit of it, but I keep putting it off in my leisure time. It's called Nocturne. It's a fairly entertaining game. It low-key reminds me of the old-school Resident Evil, kinda like crossed with Castlevania a little bit, if that makes any sense. Alright. I should have been able to do that in only 2 shots. Damn it. Gotta love those fixed camera angles, right? Right, you know what? We're just gonna kill this guy and just nip this right in the bud. I don't even know why they have the punching attacks as an option here. You get farther reach with a kick attack, and you don't risk getting attacked by these things if you let them move in too close. Especially with arms like that. Who the hell would use a punch attack? You're up against something with arms that long. You want to stay as far away as possible. Oh hey, it's a weapon we're never going to be able to use. Because it breaks right after the first try. I'm just noticing my keyboard sounds a bit loud because my spacebar actually kind of sticks sometimes and may make a loud bit of a loud click periodically, especially with the way that I have my audio settings at the moment. And save again. Yeah, if you aren't careful, you can actually screw yourself over at this point in the game. If you end up sustaining any damage, the one of those two mirrors can get damaged, and you're basically just stuck. Can't use it. Okay, very good. And save again. You're going to be doing a lot of saving in this game. You know, especially if you go this first playthrough, it's a bit tedious. And don't want to disturb that ghost there. Oddly enough, that kinda reminds me of Father from Codename Kids Next Door now that I look at him. It's the silhouette with those two eyes there. Even looks like it has the same hairstyle. Yeah, that looks like Father. Oh, come on. That was very close. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to end up screwing me over somehow, so we're gonna make a separate save just in case. I think I got way too close for comfort there. That may have let's check this too while we're here. Ah. Excellent. Probably gonna criticize me for using my ammo there, but by the end of the game, you don't really need to worry about it all that much. Like, conserving ammo, it's just not really that big of a deal in this game. I put the pot there and the zombies are pacified. I think there's one more room in the kitchen that you can explore. Oh wait, no, it was just the, yeah, you have an opportunity to pick up some knives here, but it's kinda useless. Ah, here we go. Biscuit box. Huh. I don't remember what that's used for. Yeah, that throat clearing is gonna get really annoying real quickly. That's why I love being able to toggle in and out of my mic use on Fraps. Yeah, this cool cam thing that I just bought, it doesn't look like it has that option. Okay, here comes another annoying part. This is probably where we're gonna experience our first death. And the mice are half eagle, apparently. Neat. And save again. I always end up... You know what? I figure these things die after the first hit. Okay, let's try something ludicrous. Where's that revolver? There we go. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Yeah, the mice aren't what I was talking about as far as getting killed. You know what? Instead of wasting our health on those damn things, we're just gonna do a little reset here and... Oh. Looks like I'm out of carry room. Oh, that's a health item. Alright. And we can drop this key because we're not going to be using that again. Now, here we go. What, still? Alright. Okay. Yeah, normally I end up messing up and those barrels just end up crushing me when I go to grab that wooden block. I had to turn my audio down slightly. I don't know if this is going to affect the audio in the video, but it may do some good. Turn it down a little bit in case I'm inaudible. And we've already been in this room. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. We're gonna save again. You're gonna be seeing me do a lot of saving here. Just be on the safe side. Grab our shotgun, or rifle. It's kind of a weird design choice for a rifle. I know that they do have pump-action rifles out there, but still I mostly associate this with shotguns. The, well, hell, even the cartridges look like shotgun shells. Nope, not wasting ammo. I wonder if there's a way to block that window too. Nothing important. Just reloaded. Chest key, don't need that. Dresser key, don't need that. Can't use that as a weapon, so that's probably going to be used later in the game. Okay, I guess the punching does come in handy after all. I swear, if I die here, I'm gonna be super pissed. Damn it! You know, we're not even gonna mess around with that notebook. It has exposition for the story, but we're not gonna mess around with that. Crap. Yeah, I may just end up editing out that whole pointless death thing there. And old Blasphemous HD trick, for those of you who remember him. Yeah, I actually haven't watched any of his content in quite some time. He had a bit of a controversy going on, and I guess he's, yeah, people kind of started to hate him for the way that he was treating his friends. Which, I mean, I can't separate between, like, content and content creators. Probably gonna be a couple people will hate me as a person down the line and still appreciate the content. But, I don't know, overall he kinda got a little boring as well. I know I'm probably not one to talk, but, bit generic at the moment because I haven't really delved into any of my reviews or the other stuff that I have planned. It'll get more interesting down the line though. let's see, how long have we been recording? Almost 40 minutes. We'll do this another 20 minutes and then call it a night. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back here. I don't really want to drop any of the items that I have right now because we need those. Oh. Alright. There we go. Save. I'm gonna be freeing up a bit of room in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Bow's useless now, so we're gonna discard it. And we'll head back this way after we grab that bust and book. Okay.
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine, an account of his celebrated voyage to New England, 1824, Alistair Publications, Cambridge.
Following a splendid journey, the sunny harbour came into sight. The locals were much impressed with one's arrival in their midst. One had time to sketch several of them and notice signs of degeneracy. Some children showed one their queer hands that would inspire uneasiness. Upon the promise of a few coins, a child has undertaken to reveal to one a most prodigious phenomenon of a natural order. One admits to being skeptical as to the prodigiousness of the marvel, whatever it may be. Indeed, one suspects it to be little more than an evening stroll to some charming wooden hut situated in the forest hereabouts. One will nonetheless go, for it is always well to submit to such local enthusiasms. one admits to being somewhat flabbergasted. The Milky Way shone like the fires of the apocalypse from the inky celestial vault. Certain distant stars, normally invisible to the naked eye, were clearly visible, glittering indeed with a strange intensity. The heavy clouds that had settled above the village had no hold over that place. It would be pointless to offer here the names of the constellations one perceived in utter clarity. Apart from the interminable length of such a list, one might conceivably risk being charged with exaggeration. The cross cast its shadow on the ground. The sea in the distance was dead calm. Tonight, one will return to that spot and draw those stars. Tomorrow night, one will at last see Halley's Comet in all its brilliance. The youngster will carry torches, despite one's developed sense of direction. Honed by years of travel, one feels incapable of finding one's way through the dark forest unaided. The drawings will, one is convinced, set light to the souls of men. Such a moon! One lost count of the craters, so sharply was their definition. Loath as one is to seem excessive in one's appraisal, one cannot but feel that the forest clearing is indeed a place outside the common laws of time and space.
I hope this ends on the next
Surely
page.
it is not an hallucination. How
Thank God.
strange to consider that idle conversation, some research in the British Museum, and a voyage to this backward village should culminate in so astounding a discovery. It may be that others have noticed the extraordinary nature of that place. How else could one explain the presence of that cross?
Alright, so while that was going on, I was looking over the comment section on some of my other videos, and I got a comment from a Pixel S River. Says, hopes that you can bring here Manus Returns to Uwu. Down the line, after I get some more footing in this whole YouTube thing, I may bring it out if enough people want me to. Was never a big fan of the sequel to American McGee's Alice. Can understand that's how a lot of people found out about the series initially, but I grew up with the classic one, and the sequel just seems a little unnecessary in my eyes, especially with the way that the original game was wrapped up towards the end. I'm not against playing it, but at the same time, it's not something that it's not something I really have my heart set on, you know? Oh goody, another book. Oh, come on. There we go. It's a fake... Oh, alright. Oh yeah, now I remember.
The Creatures of Night by
And
Hubertus
here we
de
go
Ball.
again.
Translated from Latin by his brother in prayer, Fratre Johann Marcus.
Of monstrosity. You who read me know that night engenders monsters and that night creatures exist. The accursed book of Abdul al-Hazred is clear on this matter. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Unhappy he who knows that book. Unhappy he whose eyes alight upon that foulest of texts. Unhappy he who implores the standing stones, for he will free the powers of darkness. Of the pit. Stagnant waters are like the memory of men. Beneath the surface calm, clawed beasts await and are known to initiates as the Deep Ones. Awaiting his prey, the Deep One seizes him and drags him down to the abyss, where Dagon, the cruel god, swims and reveres him whose name may not be pronounced. Of libraries. Unhappy he who frees the prowler. Unhappy he who meets the prowler erring among the books. He generates the vagabond that comes from other spheres. He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife. He who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
Okay, I don't know why it stopped reading like that. I didn't click anything. He who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark covens will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate, but he
who prowls among books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will
who believes he knows
scream in fear.
nothing. He who knows says
swims
nothing. Alright.
Of death. There are domains more terrible than death. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Each creature is conjured up and is not dead, but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies. Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruel in the year of our Lord 1666. Requiescat in pace.
Well, that was more tolerable than the last book. At least it has something to do with the story. Which the other one may be too, but just seemed like a time waster to me. Alright, this is a fun little room here. I'm gonna save again. I don't remember which book it is, but if you read one of the books that you find over here, it could be an instant game over. Parchment. Oh, we're about to find out.
Juan Luis Jorge, de Biblioteca, Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished.
Oh, damn.
The spell must
think
be
this is the
cast
one.
aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azib's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham. Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
I think this may be the one that ends up killing you. Let's see. Oh. I guess it doesn't. Huh, lucky me. So that means that last book there may be the one. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone and save the game. 3 minutes left to go, so we're just gonna kill that vagabond and then call it quits for the night. Okay, you know what? Actually, we're gonna drag this out a little bit longer. We're gonna wipe out this night here. After we save again. There we go. Take the sword. Let's replenish our health. Save. And that's where we're going to be cutting off for the night. So that was our first playthrough of Alone in the Dark. We could have one-shot this if we wanted to. I could probably keep this up if I wanted to go another hour. But, yeah, I've got some other things to do tonight, and still have to have this thing rendered and uploaded. So, yeah. If you liked the video, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and here on with the gameplay. See you next time.